Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Monday, it's time for a quick Disney Plus news roundup. We're going to be talking about Welcome to Wrexham, Solar Opposites, and much more. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Okay, so let's start talking first off about Welcome to Wrexham. The second season has now been announced. We've got a release date. So it's going to be coming out on FX in the United States on the 12th of September, with the new episode then dropping the next day on Hulu in the United States. It has also been confirmed for Disney Plus here in the UK and Ireland on the same day, and it will be coming to Disney Plus in like Australia and Canada at a later date. For some reason, not quite sure why. There's a little bit of a difference. I know with Canada, the FX issue can cause issues with things being delayed. Great to see it officially confirmed for Disney Plus here in the UK. It's a show I really enjoyed, and obviously, as well as that, it's about a British football club, and so therefore it makes sense for it to be airing here at the same time in the US. It kind of wouldn't seem right if it wasn't. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this one, obviously with it being a weekly release as well. That will be going then right through pretty much most of the winter, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so we've only got a little basically the date right now. Hopefully it won't be too long until we see a little trailer, but it should be a fun season because with them kind of basically not really spoiling it, but they get pushed up to the next league. So therefore that's going to be the major story, I think, for this entire one. And obviously that happened back in the summer, so it's been all over the news anyway. But yeah, looking forward to seeing Welcome to Wrexham Season 2. You can obviously watch the first season right now on Hulu in the US and on Disney Plus around the world. But let's know, are you excited about the return of Welcome to Wrexham? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's now talk about Solar Opposites Season 4, because we have got a release date which is going to be coming out on the 14th of August. Now, that has been confirmed for Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus in Canada. I suspect it will then be a similar release in like the UK and Australia, though it's always a little bit funny with their release schedules with how they do stuff. But generally, looking at previous Solar Opposite releases, they've generally been in line with the US release. The trailer got released as well, and just more craziness from this family, just bonkers, because it's kind of got that thing with, and it's one of the things I like about this show and why I'm a big fan of it, is that it is so crazy, it's completely bonkers, and they can do loads of random stuff in it that kind of allows them a lot more scope to do it. Yeah, it just looks crazy. I also love the fact that Dan Stevens is now the voice of Corvo. Completely changes it, and also makes it much more relatable to have an English voice in there. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. But what did you think of the trailer for Solar Opposites Season 4? And are you going to be watching it? And obviously as well, you can watch previous seasons now on Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus around the world. Let us know in the comments below. Over the weekend, it was San Diego Comic-Con, and because of that Disney did do a little bit of promotion for the upcoming Percy Jackson and the Olympians Disney Plus series, which is set to arrive in 2024. Some new character posters were shown off of the three main characters, which obviously include Percy Jackson, and it's kind of interesting to see how all this has come about. We sort of saw a little poster come out before the event, and it was on everyone's little bags that was walking around there. I suspect the plan was to have a much bigger presence at the San Diego Comic-Con. That's why all these posters and stuff were ready. But unfortunately, with the writers and the actors strike, it looks like it kind of all got sort of pushed back and delayed. Hopefully we see the trailer and stuff pretty soon. I think it was probably a good idea for them just to put out those posters and leave the trailer for a later date. You know, in some ways, with so little stuff that can kind of be released right now in terms of publicity, you kind of feel like they don't want to release too much all at once. And they've actually released quite a few trailers and stuff over the last week. But yeah, are you excited about the new Percy Jackson series? Let me know in the comments below. In some other news from San Diego Comic-Con, we've also had a little bit of an update on the upcoming XMen 97 series, which is going to be coming out later this year. We know it's going to be happening. They did show off a little bit of a clip to people in attendance at a panel. It's not going to be released to everybody else. They're not doing that just yet. But with the amount of merchandise that's been revealed and that's going to be hitting stores in the next few months, this series will be hitting on Disney Plus later this year. It is like a continuation of that 90s series, which I loved. I used to set my VCR to record that every Saturday morning so I could watch it. It's just really looking forward to seeing this one. It was also confirmed that they're just doing the final writing on the finale of the second season, so that's good that we know that the second season is coming. And I know as well with this one here, some people questioned about the fact that it's being still being written on, and it's not part of the Writers Guild. So therefore, that's why they've been able to continue writing this series But unfortunately, they can't do any like voiceover work or anything like that on the second season right now. But at least then it means that the scripts will all be ready for when the actors can come back to work and stuff. But yeah, so we are going to be getting this series. We don't know how many episodes or anything like that it is, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It was what got me into the X-Men. It's a classic look. I'm definitely, there's a few things like with the figures and stuff that I'm very tempted with. But yeah, so it shouldn't be too long until we get some more information, but maybe they want to get Secret Invasion out the way this week, and then maybe start focusing on that, because the Marvels is quite a way off yet. And we got Loki coming up, we got Echo. There's a lot of great Marvel stuff coming up later this year. But let me know, are you excited about X-Men 97? Let me know in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. So the big new release is the return of Futurama. So this is the 11th season. It's on Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus around the world, as you expect with pretty much everything right now. I seem to say that with everything. But yeah, nevertheless, so we got the first episode, and they are completely taking the mick out of Hulu and streaming in general. Basically, Fry gets put into like some kind of suit, and so basically just watching everything, because he wants to kind of do something in his life. So he's kind of got this full streaming suit to do binging, but mega binging, not like how we watch it. There's some people probably do. They're completely taking the mick out of being cancelled, being brought back, being cancelled, being brought back, with the concept of streaming, and definitely kind of doing that. And I think that was kind of fun, with the fact of them kind of taking the mick out of Hulu and stuff with this one. So I did like that one. Now I've also actually been able to watch about 6 episodes from this new season. Now the simple thing is did you like Futurama before? That's the key question. If you enjoyed it, this is very much just more of the same. They've got most of the writers back, they've got most of the actors back. It feels like it is just a continuation. I put it on, watched it, and it just took me back to when I used to watch it years ago. It hasn't been on TV for about 10 years. I mean, it's been on Disney Plus internationally, and it's massively popular. But yeah, it just kind of was as a kind of the feel of comfort food. So something I used to put on when I, you'd finish work or finish university, and I'd get home and I'd put it on, because it used to be on like 6 o'clock in the evening after dinner, and it'd just be like that, or The Simpsons. And yeah, it was just fun. It's not groundbreaking. It's not anything. It doesn't have that kind of aspect of, oh, this is something brand new. It just feels just back to how it was. And I kind of like that. It hasn't tried to like do something completely different. The good thing is, the new episodes, they do deal with modern day issues that we're dealing with now. And they take the mick out of Bitcoin. They take the mick out of the growth of Amazon. So they do have some modern elements and stuff, and they do take the mick out of all that, which I really like. I do like the fact that it is modern, and they kind of twist things into it. I mean, in some ways, it's definitely a script of like a year or two ago, because some of these things maybe aren't as big as they used to be. But I enjoyed it. It's not like I said, it's not groundbreaking, it's not amazing, but it's just more Futurama, and I just liked it. I just thought it was a really good show. I'm going to be watching when I can see some new episodes. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to wait about 2 months until I can watch some new episodes, but that was the problem of me doing the binge of like 6 episodes yesterday afternoon. But really enjoyed it. And like I said, if you haven't watched Futurama before, you could drop into these, and I don't think you get too lost. There's some little references to stuff that's happened in the past, but they kind of explain it enough that you know what's going on, and I think that works. Personally, I couldn't even remember some of the old seasons and stuff, because there were so many of them. Had I seen them, had I not? It's been a long time. I mean, it hasn't been on the air for like 10 years and stuff, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. But like I said, if you like Futurama, you'll like it. If you haven't tried Futurama, maybe give the first season a go, see, rather than maybe, I wouldn't necessarily say jump straight into this new season. But like with all of these kind of great shows that I think 20th Animation do, they're very much that kind of thing. If you can just drop in and tend to just watch one episode. So you can watch one episode from season 12 or one episode from season, whatever season that they're on. And it generally is a self-contained story that you can get in and get out, and everything is kind of back to normal by the end of it. They have the odd little theme that goes on, but I think that's definitely a strength of these kind of shows. But yeah, so that one's that one. But are you going to be checking out Futurama? Let me know in the comments below. And then our question of the day, Gabe asked, what's the best movie on Disney Plus? Oh, now what is the best movie on Disney Plus? That is a very open question, and I would like for you guys, give us like your top 3 movies that you would recommend to somebody on Disney Plus. Put that into the comments. Let us know. Because it's really hard, and because there are so many films. I mean, there are hundreds, if not probably 1,000 plus films on Disney Plus. There's a lot to choose from, and there's a lot of different variety, and so it's very, very tricky to kind of say. Now, obviously, with the addition of Star International, it does open up a lot more with other kind of things. For me, I would probably say watch Star Wars: A New Hope, because that's kind of the start of Star Wars. That would be one of my favourites. I would probably say maybe Avengers, the first Avengers movie. I mean, you could start with Iron Man, but you can jump in on that one there. And I don't know if to go with Avatar, the first film, or Titanic, because that's internationally we've got that one. Yeah, those would kind of be like my go-to picks of like, if I had to tell you which movies to watch. You could throw things like Up in there, Wall-E, you could throw Toy Story, Frozen. There's just so much choice. Yeah, there's just so much. But for me, I think definitely Star Wars, Avatar, Marvel is kind of where I would tend to go to first off. But let us know, what do you think? So give us your 3 favourite films, or 3 films someone should watch on Disney Plus. Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Find us on all the different social medias, including X, and we'll see you guys soon. Laters.